Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha, good afternoon. This is Jeeves here at the Decomposer Lounge, dissecting and pulling back the layers of your favorite suggested tracks. Yes, 2 today. I'm just feeling it, and I'm looking through my list, and I'm like going, there's just no end to this. It's like being working at the post office. The mail just keeps coming. So, which I'm grateful for the comments, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can before my 1-year anniversary, which is going to be November 18th, and then I have a fun little change up here in the channel planned. So right now I'm doing, please forgive me, I'm gonna get this wrong probably, DIMMU BORGIR, DIMMU BORGIR. I don't know if there's the G is a, well, this band, and the name of the track is Gateways. There's been a lot of requests, and I'm so sorry it took this long. So I owe it to you, all of you who have been requesting this. So I'm excited to listen to them. Like usual, if you'd like, buy me a cup of coffee. That'd be great. You know where all the links is, right? The cups of coffee, the headset, their Spotify, and also my Patreon. If you don't feel like you want to buy me a cup of coffee because you just don't want to give away the money that way, you want a little something for it, check out the Patreon. If you want, come on in for a month, and then you can dig out and bail afterwards if you don't. If that's all you want to do is just give 1 month worth. Anyhow, let's do this. DIMMU BORGIR, forgive me, Gateways. All right. Wow, this is so cool. It's been a while since I've heard anything of this nature. I think just because of the direction I've gone with some of the bands I've been listening to on the channel. Huge. I love this kind of symphonic work. It pulls me in a different direction because all of a sudden, yes, I totally am here for the metal and everything. But when I hear symphonic arrangements, be it, I don't care if it's hybrid, which means sometimes it's a combo of live and, you know, keyboard samples, or if it's strictly keyboard samples, or if they got a bazooka amount of money and they go to, you know, Amsterdam and get the, you know, world's greatest orchestras to do this. I'm just always intrigued in that because I'm familiar with the creative process of writing something like this, because this is something you just don't sit there and go, yeah, let's write a song, let's do this, let's do this. This has got to be charted out and planned out, and a lot of work is going in behind it. I love the opening cluster in the chord. That was really kind of ethereal. It wasn't dark ethereal, but it was something that started lifting you. So even from the very beginning, that opening cluster of vocals kind of started bringing you up. It was almost like, and then get ready, and then they hit you. One thing I want to say really quick is the drums. Remember yesterday, or the last few days, I've been talking about the real super contemporary engineering and the sound of the drums, where they're placed in the mix and everything. And I loved where this is placed, and I also love the sound of the drums. So maybe that's because, especially the snare, maybe that's because I'm old and I have a particular fixed way of listening to snares, and I'm getting used to the newer engineering. Something else that I also love about what I heard is as I'm listening to the orchestration and the composition, at the very beginning before the vocals come in, the guitars are there once they punch in, but they're settled in within the mix. And then once the vocal comes out, then they bump the tracks up, you know, the guitar tracks a little hotter to match the power of the vocals. But yet that background orchestral work really just, you know, keeps me completely lifted. Anyhow, I'll go back a little bit. I'm kind of yammering right now. I'm kind of jonesing to get back to the track, and then I'll fill you in with some more on the next break. All right, there's these other. I'm trying to listen. I am listening to the song as a body of work, and to me, this is like if they took Nightmare Before Christmas, kind of like film, and then they metalized it. If you know what I'm talking about, this is that kind of theatrical, powerful scoring, composition, and songwriting. So it's not just about, yeah, I just glammed about the orchestra earlier, but the songwriting is really, really theater of the mind. Now, I'm not listening to the lyrics, you know, I don't listen to the lyrics because everybody, even the vocalists, are to me treated as an instrument that's layered into the body of work. I don't know, the voice that I heard when I came back in here, that high voice, and I don't know if that's a member of the band or not, because you know me, I click a link, I go, and I usually do my investigations later, or you guys help me out with that, which is really important. I feel like I get faster bits of information that way. But I love that. That's what automatically gave me the Nightmare Before Christmas kind of vibe that felt like there were these two characters. We had that darker, you know, voice, that deeper, heavier growling voice at the beginning, and then you had this very high-pitched voice, and then now we're back into the heavier stuff. I love the chord changes that are going on here. It's not so much chord changes as it is melodic arrangement that's constructed around a chord change. What I mean by that is if you took your guitar or your piano and you're new at this and you're a beginner or something, and you play 3 chords in a row, rah, 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 completely through, or like power chords if you're on the guitar, well, that's a complete chord play. But within that chord there are bazooka amount of notes that you could play within that chord and the scale that you're writing, and that that's actually 3 chords, but all that movement are notes that are within those chords that you construct to sound like this. And I love that kind of work. Something else I do want to say about the orchestra real quick. Man, I can hear the French horns, or I can hear the horn section. I love that. And there's a couple of passages where they're all in unison, or a couple moments in unison, and I can hear the mallets. And to me, that is indicative of whoever did the orchestrating and does that. It really takes their time and follows a particular way of doing things when you have these, you know, really fast runs and stuff. And depending on the sound you want to get out of it, using the mallets behind it, which would be wood blocks or marimba or xylophone or something like that, to kind of keep, you know, more of that really super tight spizzicato kind of, you know, kind of vibe to it. Anyhow, wow, you sound pretty pumped about this. All right, let's continue on. All right, now it's just time to glam about the band, the rock elements. But first of all, that passage in the drums was crazy. It wasn't so crazy in the fact that he's keeping his, 16ths cranking. Listen to the hi-hat work that was going on there and the cymbal, the ride cymbal work. Da 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 da. It was it was very human. How about that? Like, I really felt that. I felt that performance. And once again, I think also a little bit more human element of what I'm reacting to is the fact that, when I'm thinking of the orchestrations and the complete, piece of art here, I'm lifted to listen to things a little different. Even when he did at the very beginning of, you listen to the hi-hat, doesn't it kind of sound for a second like, is he in the pocket? He goes, oh no, it's the rhythm pattern that he's doing and what he's choosing to accent. Really super cool. Guitar playing is great. The vocals, very powerful. And I love the fact that not only with the dynamics of the orchestrating and stuff going on there, but the engineering dynamics of, going in and out of hard left, right, with the vocals, with the very dark vocals. I love that and the effect of the headset, the whole thing. And the guitar tone. I'm really digging the guitar tone. Slowly but surely, after this whole year of me doing this, I'm learning more about guitar tones, and understanding a little more about, the organic, solid state, tube-driven, plug-in, re-sculpting, side chains worth of 1,000 things and plugins. I'm just kind of learning. But I have an appreciation for this particular sound, and I really super dig it. So let's continue on.
And open the doors. The keys are in your hands. Of your own master plan. Be the broken or the breaker. Be the giver or the undertaker. The lock should open the doors. The keys are in your hands. All your own master plan.
Man, that is a lot of time and energy in the layering and the harmonies of those background vocals. Once again, it's a testament, and I had said earlier when I was listening, it's a testament to the kind of energy, creative energy it takes to construct something like this. And I'm going to bet by the name and everything, this is probably along the lines of the European symphonic metal, kind of like Nightwish. I was going to say Death Wish because of my coffee. Nightwish and all these, really super European styled symphonic pieces of work. Big storytelling. That's what I love about what I'm hearing, that comes in, and I'm still new at this, so, please don't haze me on this, but I feel like a lot of this super powerful symphonic, huge storytelling, powerful music coming out of Europe just has this, kind of like a historical kind of vibe. Like I feel like I'm going through a real super journey, and in my mind, in my theater, theater of the mind, I think of the, all the movies that I've seen that have to do with big, glorious, whether it's battles or something that's, in this case, I don't know what the subject matter was because I don't know what they were singing, but I love the huge vocal arrangements. Something else that I really appreciate about this is a lot of times, especially in, today in the last 15 years, you can copy paste phrases, as you're doing work, which is okay. That's great. It saves a lot of time and energy if it's the same chord you're playing 5-6 times at the end. If you just want to save time, you copy paste, or if you just want to be pure and organic, you play it through, right? But in this case, and why I'm saying that, I'm not trying to present a case, but I guess I did when I said in this case. All those layers that we hear in the background vocals and these answer backs, these beautiful background vocals, whether they're huge choral style, whether they have all the guys and gals in the band or people in there, they're performed, if they're performed all at one time, if there's 6 people there, doubling or tripling, each one, then that's what makes it so fat. But if it's layered, each one of those have to be sung and tracked. And to me, that's, once again, that's when I think about a song or a track or something that's worthy of, today's day and age, catching $1, for buying it and stuff like that. You just know how much work they put into something like this. And it's moving. It's moving AF. Yeah, I said that. I mean, I didn't say it, but, once I'm always a ventriloquist, for the kids, I always got to watch what I say, right? You never know when somebody comes around in a few years going, oh, the ventriloquists were the kids said a dirty word back in this video. Is it the cancel culture or something? I don't know. Anyhow, thank you so much for those of you who suggested DIMMU BORGIR. Remember, please be gentle, old composer, not my native language, obviously. I definitely look forward to hearing from you on more tracks from them that I should check into. And that's it. So yeah, 2 today. Super stoked. But don't worry. Tomorrow I got one for you. Sunday I got one for you. And then starting Monday, I'm going through what I have done in the last 11 months and start ramping up to my final show of the year, my year, November 18th. Before I start something new on the channel. Well, not really new, but change a few things. All right, guys, take care of yourself. If you're still here, type in hashtag I'm still here. It's always fun to find out how many people hang out. If I look at my graph sometimes, it goes, yay, yay, music. And as soon as the music's over, a lot of people check out. They don't like to hear the yeah, yum, yum. But anyhow, guys, take care of yourself. Aloha.